I'm Leslie.
And I'm Doreen.
90 Day Fiance. We're jumping right in with Bilal and Shaeeda.
You know, at least what I have to say is at least she's trying with the kids. And the fact that she went on the scooter, I was actually proud of her.
Yes, that did seem out of her comfort zone. She, you know, I don't know. I don't think they're going to make it. I just see issues. She's putting in the effort and all those things, but he is too OCD. She is definitely not the sort that's going to be controlled, and she is already voicing her opinions about being lectured and all the things like that. And she called him fussy, and you could see he was like not used to getting any form of criticism, like positive or negative. He just was like, no, not having it.
And with the kids, I thought she kind of overstepped when she was talking to the daughter. Again, like, you just met these kids. You're like, well, I would really like to be called Umi because it's a sign of respect in my culture. Again, maybe I just think too much. I would have thought before somebody comes over, if it were me, I'd talk to my kids and I'd be like, this is this, this is that. But it means mom. And so, like, for her to push that again, they're not even like, she doesn't even know if they're going to have a kid. Like, why bring that up?
Ridiculous that is so important to her. And I was with it and washing the chicken, like you wash your lady parts. I mean, whatever.
I mean, I do wash the chicken, not with soap, but, you know, I do rinse it off with water.
As you should, both. I mean,
well, other parts, but
yes. But anyway, but the whole thing is now Bilal said, I think he said to the camera, I don't know how much discussion they've had, but he says he wants a prenup. And my vibe was just like, the more he gets to know this girl, the more nervous he's getting that, oh my God, what am I getting into?
I mean, we've said this before. I'm a fan of the prenup. I mean, I have no problem with them. If I met somebody who was loaded and he was like, look, I love you, but God knows what happens in the future, I would have no problem signing it. So the fact that, you know, she might be like, no way, you know, then fine, then leave. What's the big deal?
I don't have an issue with a prenup. I just feel like it's becoming more, they give, of course, this is how it's coming across, it's becoming more of an important thing as they get to know each other, which therein lies the problem, is that it's like, oh.
Well, she's not working, right? And she didn't talk about like getting any kind of
work.
Well, supposedly, but I mean, to me, there's always something. But did she say, okay, in 90 days, when I get my green card, I'm going to be a secretary, or did she like say anything like that?
She wants to have kids. She wants to have kids. She wants to have babies.
At least one. Right?
Yes. But anyway, on to Eve and Mohamed.
You know what? All I have to say is they're still arguing over their cultural differences. Kudos to Eve for being like, I never said that I would convert and this and that. And him saying, well, then I'm just going to leave for the 90 days. Good.
It's a funny thing. Like he says, she doesn't need to convert. She doesn't need to convert to being Muslim.
Right.
But basically, you need to follow all the same rules. So conversion is just a
formality.
Yeah. If you're laying down all these rules and you knew who I was, but you didn't know that how I was means how you have to be now. Like, so I am with her on that. And he's just like, doesn't want, it's those little controlling things that you see, like that you don't want them going out. Oh, your friends are kind of like influencing you.
Which
you
is
want to
like,
pull back from the friends. Oh, you're drinking too much. Concerns about how they dress, even though she was looking a little whatever that one day.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, again, to me, it just blows my mind. Day one, are you not discussing these things? I don't know. I mean, especially the Muslims.
I think it goes for all of these couples. They all met in like a very fairy tale, kind of like on vacation, and it seemed like you just lived in that. But how much
vacation was with Mohamed? Like, because he can't sleep with somebody unless he's married. So, like, what kind of vacation did they have? Like, I don't even know how they started. Do you?
No, but I know she'd been there multiple times.
Yeah.
But you're in La La Land, and that's not real life. And now they're finally getting a taste of real life, and I think all the couples are feeling this, you know, that they didn't really work through the real life issues. But I loved his quote where he said, if you won't accept who I am, I will not be here in 90 days. So he has drawn the line in the sand.
Good.
And,
Good. And hopefully she says, maybe this wasn't so smart. Yeah.
Hopefully because he's no winner.
Right.
I mean, I don't even see him getting a job. But
no.
Anyway, on to another couple that I also feel has issues. Patrick and Thais.
Yeah, you know what?
Spoiled brat. $1 million house wasn't nice enough for her.
I have a couple of issues with this. You know, we found out that the reason that she was tracking him is because when they started dating, he kissed another girl. First thing I have to say to everybody is if you are in a long distance relationship and you are just talking, maybe even if you met them one time, a couple months in, it's not like, I mean, unless you guys said we're going to be exclusive, if that discussion was not had, she can't be holding that against him.
The issue, well, I took a different take on it. I feel like they both don't trust each other. I feel like they're doomed. But that was a little different. He said he had just went and saw her and he told her he loved her. I don't know if
right.
love means something to others, but when you say you love, that a girl will take that as a sign of some sort of commitment.
I didn't realize. I must have missed that part. Agree. 100%.
He was trying to lay his hat on the fact that, I just kissed a girl. But wait a second.
No. Yeah.
Then he goes into the whole thing about it being a little floppy. Well, obviously then...
There was text that he said, I want to see you for dinner or something like that.
No, I don't even know. But if he was meaning if he was able to, it sounds like he would have had sex with this girl. How would you...
If he told her he loved her, then he's a jerk, and
he's a jerk. So she has valid reasons, and it sounds like just because he's laying his hat on the fact, well, I only kissed her. Well, that's only because you were drunk and you couldn't do anything else. You don't get points for that.
But
you don't get a
tracking
pass.
somebody doesn't. He could say, I'm going to the bar with Joe, and this girl could show up, and he could be out in the back of his car with the girl. So tracking isn't really going to do everything.
It's a disaster on both sides. I get her thing, but that's no way to form a relationship. But I'm sitting there thinking, if I was why would you care? Why would you care if someone's following you? Other than she obviously still has trust issues, but you're
right. Why would you care? Again, I would not care either.
They have major.
I gave her a little. I gave her a little bit of a plus thumbs up in this episode because when the brother had the party, and I agree that to me I'd be like, what the frig? You're not telling me people are coming over. And I thought she kind of faked it pretty good. I thought she was smiling at first, and then the girls came, and she wasn't very happy, and I was very proud of her, taking him into the other room, kind of having a talk. And then, you see him, and he's, drinking and doing a shot, and he's like, oh, I have to make sure I don't get too drunk. And I'm like, dude, now you're acting as if you're thrilled where your girlfriend, your fiance is not. But I gave her, she's like, yep, let's go back out. And she was trying to be... I thought she was being as decent as she could be considering the circumstances. So again, I don't see how this is going to last in this, situation, but I gave her a little bit of kudos.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Patrick says he doesn't want to go into a marriage with a girl who doesn't trust me, but
can he be trusted?
Can he be trusted? Yeah, I don't know. I don't have high hopes for them. But on to another crazy one, GiBri and Miona. I mean, David does seem to truly care about GiBri, and it seems like they kind of made up, and he's got his ear and told GiBri his concerns about Miona. That
and then GiBri says, "Yeah, I'm not sure about this." Yes. Yeah,
it made him think a little. Hallelujah, because I wouldn't be sure about that either. I mean, she's just.
And there was a few things too. I mean, first off, I thought, let me just say that the girl in the band who's friends with her and came wedding dress shopping with her, I thought that was very nice. If anything, that should give you comfort that you're friends with the girl in the band, right? Who's there all the time.
So she's working her way and forming those relationships.
Which I thought was good. However, GiBri says we have no money. We have no money for a beach wedding now, and you're looking at wedding dresses. Who's paying for that? And again, I say... What is the financial situation? What are you planning to do if you can't work? And again, can't work, there's a million under the table jobs. Everybody knows that. So, what are you going to do if you want that? I just don't understand the financial implications. What they want, but they aren't willing to put in the effort. Yeah.
But, and another one, Cara and Guillermo.
I am loving him lately. He is standing up for himself. He is like, I am a man and I need to be part of these decisions. And you can't be making a decision without me having any input. I was like, you go, little boy.
She wants to run this little boy and he is not having it. He was just like, you make these plans and if I don't feel like it, I just won't be going, And
I love how he's like, I want to see a venue. And I was like, good. And she took him. And even if she was right, it doesn't matter. At least he got to see... Wow, This is beautiful. This is what I want. Now I know we need $10,000 if we want to get married here, right? And that doesn't even include food or drink. Yeah. So, but at least now he's aware of the difference in prices. And, I think there's a shot. I think there's a shot because he said to her, this is a two-way street. It's not just you.
I don't know. She gives these little digs think about that. Or she has these little ending little lines that I just find very sarcastic and patronizing. And I don't have a good feeling about them. but was that everybody?
No,
We missed
Kobe and Emily.
Oh, yes.
So, you know, we all know Emily's a bit controlling, and in this particular episode, the dad came to talk to Kobe, you know, and as everybody knows, Kobe wanted to take over the family business, and the father asked a very good question, you know, did you go to college for, because he said, I'm an engineer, and he goes, oh, did you go to college? He says, no, but I did architecture. Oh, you went to college for architecture? No, in high school, I had some engineering and some architecture. I have nothing bad to say against that, except do you have a portfolio? Do you say, look, yes, I've gone, and here's my portfolio of what I've done? Nothing.
I think that's just so
I'm telling you, Emily must have
presumptuous.
said, Emily, I don't think he would have done this on his own. I am confident. I would bet
would
money
like
to
to
anybody
hope
out
that's
there.
awful.
Emily said, you know what, my dad has a business, and hey, you've got that, maybe you could take over it someday. I'm sure
my
she said
gosh.
it like someday, like, you know, 20 years down the road, and he took it like, oh, I'd like to take over the business. That took a lot of balls. Not for nothing. A lot of balls.
My gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know. Emily just is like,
Wait, and she doesn't know how to do anything?
I think she just thinks, you know, daddy and mommy are going to fix it all. That's how it's always been all her life. And she's just like going along, and now she needs money for the wedding. It's like.
But she doesn't pay, but like the father said,
She's done
she had
nothing.
nothing.
She's done
How
nothing.
do you have a kid, I mean, that doesn't even know? I mean, nowadays it's no checkbook anymore, and I've done this with my kids, but they know how to pay bills on their
Parents created
card.
her.
Like-
You know, they have to own the mess they've created. That you have a girl that's clueless about having to take care of bills and things like that. And
charge her rent, give her cell phone bill, give her
Does
everything.
she have a job? No, she doesn't have a job either.
No,
Will
no,
take
she
care of the
does.
kid?
She has a job because remember she said to Kobe something about, well, I have to go to work. I can't do
okay.
something.
Okay.
And now we don't know what she does. And
That's
it
okay,
doesn't
she's a
seem
doc.
like she's going to work every day at 7 a.m. and coming home at 7 p.m. So, you know, maybe she's just taking some extra money to buy formula or something. Like, I don't even know what she does. But
Good luck finding that.
again, how do these people just like, oh, let's come over and live with me and my family. Let's get married. And
They're
we're going to have
all
a great
living
life.
in fairy tales and rainbows, or whatever the mom said. They're all in that. They just
It's
think
definitely
all
not
gonna
in this
fix
state. That's
itself.
all I have to say. I don't think there's anybody like that in this state. And I'm just going to go there.
Yeah, they
Who
just-
knows?
I don't know, but if you liked our recap, we post every week. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell.
And leave us your comments, especially with anything we said in terms of things we didn't understand or something, please,
Or
because
if
you know
have
it's
different opinions.
yeah, it's great. It's great to hear what you guys have to say.
Since
We really
we're all
appreciate it.
entrenched in this drama. Anyway, we will see you next time.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.